Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V, Series V's I do for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I hope this is good because I don't entirely remember buying it, but it was in my fridge, so anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work, I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case today, because as I just explained, for all I know, ghosts put this in my fucking fridge. If you watch my channel, enough, you guys know, like, when I do this stuff, I just pick stuff up as I go along, and then it goes in the fridge or the cupboard or wherever it's appropriate to store it, and eventually I get to it. And I try to kind of, circle, get it around, but sometimes stuff gets mixed up in the shuffle. And that's what I think happened with this, because it's boom! It is Juvee Blue Raspberry Flavored Rejuvenating Energy. It's 5 calories, 0 sugar, 127.5 milligrams of caffeine. Weekend rejuvenation, hence the Juvee. Very different meaning in certain contexts. Juvee is an energy drink that feels as good to drink as it tastes, meticulously crafted to power your play in every way. With each sip, you'll ask yourself, how does an energy drink taste this delicious? And how do I feel so rejuvenated? To which we have a canned response. Rejuvenating blend of B vitamins, taurine, caffeine, L-theanine, all that stuff. So, let's give it a go. It's an energy drink. Open. Blue raspberry. Smells like a blue raspberry energy drink. But tastes much better than I think any blue raspberry energy drink I've ever had. It's not often that I go over there and buy into the bullshit, like all their marketing and stuff and everything, because it's just nonsense for the sake of nonsense. But I'll be goddamned if that doesn't taste actually really good. It has a really nice fruity flavor. The blue raspberry aspect of it is really nice. It even has a little bit of a bite to it. And so I'm kind of not surprised with that, because a lot of times, especially with zero sugar energy drinks, they like to use flavors that have like a tartness, because it kind of helps hide that zero sugar aspect to it. But with this, the bite feels much more natural. It doesn't feel like it's trying to hide anything. It's just sort of a little kick at the end. I mean, credit where it's due. That's some good stuff. What are you flavored with? Citric acid, malic acid, caffeine, sucralose. All right. I mean, I gotta give them some credit with this one, man. This is some tasty ass stuff. It just, the way it drinks is just really nice. And you keep waiting for that zero sugar flavor to kick in and kind of fuck the whole thing up. But it really, with the exception of maybe the slightest remnants of it, the rest of it is just a nice, very smooth, blue raspberry flavor. I'm flabbergasted, folks. How often do you hear me say that? That's not often. Yeah, just on the most underbelly of underbellies do you kind of get a little hint of that zero sugar aspect. But the rest of it, it's just, that's really tasty and good. And I mean, and this is kind of what I've been talking about. I've reviewed plenty of zero sugar drinks, especially energy drinks. As we become more and more health conscious, and, we want to go over there and we want to try to limit the amount of stuff. Now, mind you, I do want to emphasize when it comes to that stuff, please do your own research when it comes to that stuff, because a lot of the, the additives and the, sugar alternatives, they're just as bad for you, if not worse. So, but more to the point of, just specifically the flavor, because that's what I know to talk about. We are getting a lot better, like even from just a few years ago. And I mean, I remember, back when they first started rolling out zero sugar drinks and stuff like that with sodas and shit. And they'd be like, oh, they taste just like the normal thing. And it was like, how were they not sued through the roof for that blatant bullshit that they were trying to pass off? Because it was horrible. But we've gotten so good at it now. And this is just like, I mean, this might be, as it stands, the penultimate example of that. Because I've had quite a few energy drinks and even sodas now that are, zero sugar, using sugar alternatives, that I've enjoyed probably a lot more than I thought I was. Pepsi Zero. I reviewed that when they did their new blend, I think last year. And I was surprised at how good it was. And I've been saying, I think that, probably within the next 5 to 10 years, they're going to get it down enough where it's going to be almost indiscernible, from the normally sugared stuff. And I think this really is a testament to that. This is just, it's tasty, it's good. And it's tasty not even just for an energy drink, it's just a nice drink. Yeah. You could just drink this and enjoy it, and it would... Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. I think, again, for me personally, like I said, I am genuinely somewhat dumbstruck by this. When you got the marketing and you'll be, that's all nonsense. Ultimately, what it comes down to is the flavor and what it's representing, how it's being presented to you as the consumer. And for me, that's really good. I'm not even a huge blue raspberry guy, but I can get down with that. And I would go as far as to say, I don't know if I would say it's going to be an outright favorite of mine, because again, blue raspberry is not my favorite flavor, but I do like this one for what it is. But honestly, I could see this being one that enters into my semi-frequent rotation of energy drinks and stuff. And I don't drink a lot of energy drinks these days, but a lot of times I work late and stuff like that, and sometimes you just need a little extra. This, I think, works really nice for that. It's tasty. The level of caffeine isn't anything crazy. Just a little bit of a pick-me-up. And then on top of that, it doesn't taste like raw anus. So I'm down with it. And if I'm recommending it, I'm absolutely recommending it. I think if you want an energy drink that tastes way better than it has any right to, and on top of that, again, it's got some caffeine, but it's nothing crazy. It's a more casual energy drink. I think that's the best way to kind of look at it, is it's something that, you don't need to go over there and throw back, if you're, long hauling from one side of the country to the other. It's something that, hey, maybe you're like me, you're working a little bit late some days or some shit like that. You just need a little extra. I think it's great for that. Yeah, I'm going to... This right here, this is the business. And you folks know, you watch my channel enough, I don't call something the business unless I mean it. This right here is the business. And I know they have another flavor too. So, I'm going to have to look at that one up. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly, surprisingly blue raspberry-tastic rest of your life. Because, I mean, fucking blue raspberry. By the way, did I do a thing for the thing? I don't think I did a thing for the thing. Damn it. Didn't do a thing for the thing. Looks like this. We're going to do a thing for a thing retroactively. Ha 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 ha. Sure. And then I just have to remember that I did that. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, this is a testament to what I've been saying for I don't know how long, man. Years that I've been doing this show. You know, it's and I am very hopeful in that my channel can go over there in some way and potentially benefit people who maybe are looking into things that they haven't tried before. And, you know, maybe I can go over there and, you know, sway them one way or another. But at the same time, you know, what I would always encourage people is, you know, don't be afraid to dip your toe out there a little bit, you know, like try some new things, you know, it's fine to have favorite stuff and there's absolutely nothing wrong with just, you know, enjoying what you enjoy. But at the same time, if you never go over there and kind of venture out, you never know what you're missing. And yeah, sometimes it sucks. You guys have watched me, sometimes it's bad. But sometimes you get stuff like this and kind of makes your day a little bit better. But anyway,